Alrighty, how's it going, everyone? Doing a bit of a rare early morning flight today. It's the only thing I can manage with my schedule today, so it's good to mix things up, I guess. But we're sitting in Calgary at the moment. Headed to Regina today. So we'll go ahead, hop in the plane, and start getting ready here. Now I know it sounds, or it seems like I say this all the time, but I have adjusted my streaming setup, so I'm hoping all the audio is good. I have everything on its own audio slider in OBS now, so I can change things a lot better. I kind of rushed to get this stream out on the time it is, and I just realized I forgot to set up my stream decks, but that's alright, we'll make do without it. Let's start getting things going here. Get our map set up here. It's another thing I didn't do. It's not going to be a particularly exciting flight, but we should get some okay visuals from it. I don't know why our map isn't updating there. Might have to live with that too, unfortunately. We'll see if it starts picking up as we get going. If not, I'll have lots of time to troubleshoot it when we're in the climb. Okay. Let's start boarding, I guess. That would make sense. Hoping the jetway actually can reach our plane. I also don't remember what gate we're at either. There's a 91 over there and a 95, so we're somewhere in the middle. Alright, the jetway, that'll have to do. Alright, let's bring up my flight plan here. And start getting the MCDU set up here. Calgary to Regina, Saskatchewan alternate. Looks all good there. for Air Canada 414 today. Cost index of 5. And we're going to be at 370. It's looking good there. Let's grab the ATIS, see what weather we're looking at here.
.15, gust 22, visibility 15, scattered at 22,000, temperature 01, dew point -12, altimeter 29er 4 tree, landing and departing runways 17 right, 17 left, transition level 180, advise on initial contact, you have information Delta. Calgary Airport information Delta 1338 Zulu, wind 255 at 15, gust 22, visibility 15, scattered at 22,000, temperature 01, dew point -12, altimeter 29er 4 tree, landing and departing runways 17 right.
Alright, so we got Delta. Weather's fine in Calgary. There was some rain at our destination earlier, but wouldn't be surprised if it's gone by the time we get there. Alright, let's get my windows sorted out here. So we're boarding 109 passengers, almost done. Fairly light load, all things considered. Alright, let me do my departure calculations here. Flaps 1, take off. 136, 137 for the speeds. I am going to grab my clearance while we dismiss the jet bridge. Oh, and I'm actually going to start the APU. That'd be a good idea. Should have done that a while ago. And Calgary delivery Air Canada 414 at gate 94 with Delta. Request IVR clearance to Regina.
Air Canada 414, Calgary delivery, information Delta correct, expect runway 17 left, climb 10,000 feet on runway centerline, then expect radar vectors LOM low, squawk for 145.
Expecting runway 17 left, climb 10,000 on centerline, then expect vectors LOM low, squawk 4145, Air Canada 414.
Air Canada 414, read back correct. Contact ground 125.35 when ready for push or start.
2535 when ready for push and start, Air Canada 414.
SkyWest 3707, request taxi.
Alrighty.
SkyWest 3707, Runway 17 left taxi via Bravo, Charlie Delta.
All right, we'll taxi to runway 17 left.
Gonna
via
adjust
Bravo,
my
Charlie,
volume here a
Delta
little bit.
SkyWest 3707.
A little loud on my end. I think it was okay on the stream, so shouldn't notice much change there. Alright, we got GPU. Let's get that going. And just waiting on the IR alignment there. And we got it. Alright. Let me, while I'm here, put our departure into the MCDU. So we're expecting 17 left. No SID, really. I'm just going direct LOMLO after. We'll get vectors to LOMLO. So that's fine. Looks good there. Oh, and squawk. I suppose I should do that. 4145 squawk. And we want all threats and on auto. I think we're about ready to push. Let's get my lighting set up a little better here though. Shouldn't need the lighting too long, it's getting pretty bright out already. Calgary ground, Air Canada 414, gate 94 ready for push and start.
Air Canada 414, Calgary ground, pushback approved. Face east.
Push approved, face east, Air Canada 414. Alright. Now, I don't know if anyone will remember because it was like months ago, but we had some issues with our pushback. And I've been messing around, and I think they're all fixed, but we'll give it a shot. Alright. Brakes off. There's always... Nope, there he goes. Jeez. It's always wacky. Never really works the way it should, but... yeah. See if he actually pushes us all the way to the apron here.
SkyWest 3707, contact Calgary Tower 118.7, bye-bye.
Contact Tower 118.7, SkyWest 3707.
Well, he gave up there. But we're still getting pushed, so we'll ignore that. We're gonna start turning face east. And right about now. Looks like it's actually playing nice, but I don't want to say too much until we're actually under our own power. Brakes on. Tug. Disconnect. check my company message here. I disconnected my actual printer, so all my messages are showing up in the MCDU now instead of just getting printed to me. Alright, taken care of. We were not starting our engines at all while we were pushing back, so let's do that now. Start number 1. Looks like we got someone landing there. My, oh, engine 1 alive, start 2. I do have like a overlay set up for my charts. I don't know if they'll work, again, because I've changed my streaming setup. All my all my monitors are in different places, and it was kind of very monitor dependent the way I set it up. So we'll give it a shot. Once we get number 2 coming, my sim hangs every now and then. It's scary, it'll freeze, but I've found just hitting the Windows button will fix it every time. We don't have any aircraft waiting behind us, so at least we're not holding anyone up. And engine 2 up. Okay, let's see if this works. If it does, that'll be cool. Okay, that kind of works. Calgary ground, correction, Calgary ground, Air Canada, 414, request taxi. I used my usual call sign.
Air Canada 414, runway 17 left taxi via Bravo Charlie Delta.
Runway 17 left, taxi via Bravo Charlie Delta, Air Canada 414. I almost did it again. Alright. So I could even do like things like, oh yeah, we're right here, 17 left, we're just going up. And there. But that's cool. The way I have it set up now, though, unfortunately, I can't really leave it up while I'm taxiing or doing anything really, which I'll look into fixing. Well, let's get going here. We're moving. That's always a good sign. APU off. Go flaps 1. And we'll get up our little trivia here. We are taking off on 17 left, so it's actually applicable.
Sunwing 589 at gate 83, request pushback and engine start.
Sunwing 589, Calgary ground, pushback approved, face east.
Pushback approved, face east, Sunwing 589.
All green on the takeoff checklist. Turn left onto Delta here. I need to work on getting smoother turns. I'm kind of jittery. Turns while taxiing. But light came up, so we're sitting pretty good actually for timing. I'm thinking this will work out quite nicely. So in terms of terrain, we got not much that'll ever conflict with us. Everything we came over in the last stream, however long ago that was.
Sunwing 589, request taxi.
Yeah, our map is not working.
Sunwing 589, runway 17 left taxi via Bravo Charlie Delta.
Runway 17 left taxi via Bravo Charlie Delta,
Weird.
Sunwing 589.
Air Canada 414, contact Calgary Tower 118.7. Have a good morning.
118.7 Air Canada 414, thanks.
My pleasure.
Aw, so wholesome. Alright, we are pretty much ready to go. Calgary Tower, Canada 414, ready to go 17 left.
Air Canada 414, Calgary Tower, wind 255 at 15, gusts 22, fly heading 170, runway 17 left, cleared for takeoff.
Fly heading 170, runway 17 left, clear for takeoff, Air Canada 414. Take position here, get our heading put in, and we'll be off. Gonna do flex takeoff today. Looking for 170, start the time. We're up to 50%. Those animals on the side of the runway? They sure are. I don't know what those are. Deer? That would make, well, not so much in the airport, but that would make sense for this area. Okay, let's not run off the runway looking at the deer. 100 knots. And rotate. Get some decent wind pushing us to the right there. Oh yeah, we're crabbing hard into the wind. Positive right gear up. And flaps up.
Air Canada 414, contact Calgary departure 119.8.
119.8, Air Canada 414. Calgary departure, Air Canada 414, 5,200.
Air Canada 414, Calgary departure identified. Climb to 18,000 feet, altimeter 294 tree.
Climb 18,000 feet, altimeter 2943, Air Canada 414.
Air Canada for 14, turn left, heading 075.
Left heading 075, Air Canada 414. I can't wait until I get the... I think I'm going to get the wing overhead panel. Be so nice to have physical controls for all the autopilot stuff. Got quite a nice view though this morning.
Air Canada for 14, turn left, heading 005.
Left heading 005, Air Canada 414.
All aircraft be advised, information echo now current, altimeter 294 tree.
Still the same, so we're all good there. 10,000 feet.
Air Canada for 14, cleared direct LOM-LOW, resumo navigation.
Clear direct LOM-LOW over zoom on navigation, Air Canada 414. Alright. That was a good takeoff, all things considered. Getting a little distracted by the deer, but that's alright. While this is climbing out, I just gotta send a link on Discord.
Calgary departure, Sunwing 589 for 1,100 feet. Sunwing 589, Calgary departure identified, climb to flight level 190. Climb to flight level 190, Sunwing 589. Sunwing 589, cleared direct GAD key, resumo navigation. Roger, we'll head direct. GAD key then, resumo navigation, Sunwing 589, thanks.
Alrighty. What are we at here? 13,000, almost 14. We might get blinded by the sun a little bit later here.
Air Canada for 14, contact Edmonton Center, 1 tree, decimal tree.
Edmonton Center 133.3, Air Canada 414. Edmonton Center, Air Canada 414 with you, 15,000 for 18,000.
WestJet 238, contact Calgary arrival 125.9er.
Contact Calgary arrival 125.9er WestJet 238.
Air Canada for 14 Edmonton Center. Identified climb to flight level 370.
Climb flight level 370, Air Canada 414. Straight up to cruise. Let me fiddle around with this map for a minute because it's gonna bug me.
Edmonton Center, Pasco Alpha. Good morning. 1 for 1,000 feet.
Pasco Alpha, Edmonton Center, radar contact.
I think it just needs to be the URL be updated, I think. Maybe not. It's the same.
Edmonton Center, Sunwing 589, out of 16,000 feet for flight level 190 direct GADKey.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know. That'll be something I
Edmonton
look
Center,
into.
radar contact. Climb to flight level 390.
Let's get over to
Climb to
standard
flight level
pressure.
390, Sunwing 589.
WestJet 103, contact Edmonton Center 133.75. Center 133.75, WestJet 103, have a good morning.
What I can do is bring up a different type of map.
Pasco Alpha, descend to 8,000 feet, altimeter 29er for 3.
Descend to 8,000 feet, altimeter 29er for a tree, Pasco Alpha.
And we at least get the traffic.
Air Canada for 14, contact Edmonton Center 125.05, bye-bye.
125.05, Air Canada 414. Just in time to get the nice sunset, or sunrise. Edmonton Center, Air Canada 414, with you, flight level 235 for 370.
Air Canada for 148, Edmonton Center, identified.
Yeah, weird. That map thing's gonna bug me for a while. Oh, I can throw this out there. Lots of dinosaurs in this area. It's funny, if you look at this area on a map, you'll basically see like a line of lakes kind of across Canada diagonally. And that will be because of glaciers and all that fun stuff. But I think we nailed the departure time just right. What do we got over here? I don't know if we'll see them I got another trivia fact coming up here next. And if I can, I'd like to see it on the ground. See if I can jump in Navigraph here and change my overlay.
WestJet 650. Contact Edmonton Center 1 tree decimal for 5.
Center on 1 tree decimal for 5, WestJet 650.
Yeah, we passed the ones I was looking for, but I'm sure there's more somewhere down the road. But we'll wait a little bit. I love seeing like the landforms, like the river and stuff like that as we go over. It looks really neat from above. But coming up on 300 now. Reach top of climb in about 40 miles. Yeah, that's looking really nice. Sure darkens the cockpit quite a bit. Oh yeah, that's better. Visor brightens it back up again. So we got a town called Brooks just off to our right. Somewhere down there. And unfortunately, I think that's about as close as we'll get to what I want. So we'll throw out the next fact here. This is a bit of a correction with this fact. I didn't have time to change it. Cowley Ridge Wind Farm is not, in fact, east of Calgary, but it's in the area, so it's not too big of a oversight. But the world's largest wind farm, or at least I know it's Canada's largest, North America's largest, I believe, is a little further south. It's called Buffalo Plains, and I helped build it. And it's cool because you can actually see it in game if you go there. It models the wind turbines correctly. And my apologies if I do miss any chat messages. I just got so many windows on the go right now. I do check every now and then, so don't think I'm ignoring anyone. Take a look at this traffic, I guess. Following a WestJet. Quite a ways ahead of us. Headed to Toronto. I honestly don't think we'll see much, if any, traffic. Might see some of these guys headed to Calgary, but Morning Star Cargo. I honestly don't know what that is. HFM. That's worth looking up. Malta high fly. Interesting. I got another WestJet -8 cargo jet. Yeah, so not too much. I mean, we don't get tons of traffic out this way. But we definitely encountered the clouds. I wasn't expecting clouds. So I'm actually gonna check what our arrival weather's looking like at the moment anyway. So we're looking at winds 130 at 13, 15 mile visibility, few at 8,000, overcast at 10,000. Ooh, it's cold out there. Temperature -12. No rain or snow or anything. Yeah, -12, that's rough. It was 1 degree when we took off. But we're coming up on cruise. So this is one of the longer flights. Just, well, online it says 1 hour and 10. In-game it says 56 minutes, so we'll be somewhere in there. We are looking to land at 1500 Zulu, and it is 14:24 right now. We do have a strong tailwind though, so we might be able to make up some time. I say that though, like this flight's actually just cruising by. We're like a third of the way there already. Top of descent at 1438. Jeez, that's not too far away. But we're in the middle of the week. How's everyone's week going so far? Oh, and I did say, I mentioned at the beginning of this stream, I'm trying to keep an eye on them. Do let me know if any of the sound levels are off. I'm trying my best to keep an eye on them, but they can be easily adjusted.
Air Canada for 14, contact Edmonton Center
Scared me a little.
133.45. Have a good morning.
Edmonton Center 133.45, Air Canada 414, thanks.
Air Canada for 14, you're welcome.
We're just bundles of positive energy today. Air Canada, oh, correction. Edmonton Center, Air Canada 414, flight level 370.
Air Canada 414, Edmonton Center identified.
Fancy. I do really like the way the game actually like modeled the sun visor effect. It looks pretty good. I wish maybe the sun was taken down just a little bit, but I like how it tones down the clouds. Because there's not that much difference in brightness output. But, yeah.
Air Canada
Oh,
414, contact Winnipeg Center 132.8.
Winnipeg Center 132.8, Air Canada 414. Winnipeg Center, Air Canada 414 with you, flight level 370.
Air Canada for 14, Winnipeg Center, radar contact.
I was gonna say, it's been a while coming, but finally got Flight Sim stream again. It's been quite a while. We had some issues there for a while. Maybe someone can explain why it does this. The cabin rate is just going crazy. Got some popped eardrums in the back. And it's something I've only noticed 2 flights now. It's like someone opened a window in the back. I'll just chalk it up to some general flight sim wonkiness. But we are in Saskatchewan now. We crossed Da Pop, and that's right on the border. This one I did not know. We've got the helium. So we're 150 miles from Oddgov. ops says we took off on time. Good for us. Go team. But we can, like it was prompting me to, start entering some
Winnipeg Center, Morningstar 8058, flight level
data.
200.
Morning, star 8058, Winnipeg Center, radar contact.
$127 is ATIS in Regina.
Air Canada for 14 Winnipeg Center, expect oddgov 6, runway 08.
Expecting oddgov 6, runway 08, Air Canada 414. Oddgov 6. Let me get those charts set up. Yeah, they already are. Look at me go. Okay. Oh, shoot. 127, I said, right? Yeah. I'm pretty new to using multiple radios on this thing. I've never really tried it, but I've been experimenting.
Visibility 15. Few clouds at 8,000. Ceiling 10,000 overcast. Temperature -12. Dew point -14. Altimeter 2947. Landing and departing runways 08. 1 tree. Transition level 180. Advise on initial contact you have information, Yankee. Regina Airport information.
We've got information, Yankee. Ready for descent in 40 miles. Let's get that destination data in like I said I was going to. Alright, my weather on my tablet does not want to refresh, so we're going to do it by the ATIS.
Morningstar 8066, contact Edmonton Center 1 tree decimal for 5.
29.
Contact Edmonton Center 133, decimal for 5, Morningstar 8066.
Temperature -12.
Air Canada 414 oddgov 6, runway 08, report ready for descent.
Oddgov 6, runway 08. We will call when ready for descent, Air Canada 414. I really got to enunciate that phrase. It has trouble. I say we will call, it'll just assume I said will call or ready for descent immediately. Anyway, 120 at 13 knots. And we are doing 08. Oddgov 6, runway 08.
WestJet 650, contact Winnipeg Center 12 for decimal tree. Have a good morning. Contact Winnipeg Center 12 for decimal tree, WestJet 650. Have a good morning.
Didn't say what approach we're taking actually, so 08 for now. Oddgov 6.
Air Canada for 14, descend to 4,000 feet, altimeter 2947.
Descend 4,000 feet, altimeter 2947, Air Canada 414.
Moonraker for 2, 1 heavy, contact Edmonton Center 125 decimal 05.
Down we go.
Contact Edmonton Center 125 decimal 05, Moonraker for 21 heavy, bye-bye.
Alright. So we're almost kind of a straight into the runway. Nothing showing on weather radar at the moment. I'm thinking that cell that was over the airport this morning kind of dissipated. I feel like they are getting us to descend a little early. Shouldn't matter though. We're descending pretty slow until until we catch the green dot again. Alright, 20,000. Won't be a conflict. 339 won't be a conflict. Or off to the side anyway. We should be good. Does not honestly look like there's any traffic going into the airport, so we'll be by ourselves. It's a nice flight, all things considered.
Cargo Jet 937 Heavy, contact Edmonton Center 133.45, bye-bye.
Did go by faster than I thought it would.
Center on 133.45, Cargo Jet 937 Heavy.
So I'm just looking at the approaches for runway 08. Got RNAV Zulu, RNAV Yankee. Anyway, let me bring up the star. This is what we're looking at. Let me adjust that a little bit. Kind of cut off still, but we get the idea. On Gov. We will be going pretty much straight in Sagan. Runway... Oops, no we're not. I'm looking at the wrong thing. We will be going either Mibbo or BonAv. What do I got in my flight plan? Mibbo. Mibmo? So 190 knots above 4,000. Pretty simple otherwise. Just have to keep an eye on that speed restraint. And it is put in our computer, so we should manage it, no problem. It'll be done for us all auto-magically. Okay. We are gonna have to dive a little bit. I did not notice we switched into manual descent. So we're 2,000 feet above where we should. That's alright. We'll catch up. It was probably like that for quite a while. People will be screaming at me for it. I know.
Winnipeg Center, WestJet 653, flight level 339er.
WestJet 653, Winnipeg Center, radar contact.
Alright, there's the green dot. We're back. It's like it never happened.
Winnipeg Center, WestJet 611, flight level 339er.
WestJet 611, Winnipeg Center identified.
And we will be in the clouds shortly. I believe it was overcast at 10,000, so... Things aren't looking too bad. Yeah, and we're pretty much distancing ourselves for any traffic, so it'll be a fairly lonely arrival, I think. So my overlay says ETA at 1456 Zulu. Flight computer's still telling me 1501. I'm more inclined to believe the flight computer, because it knows we will be slowing down. My overlay does not. I think my overlay just goes on a straight line kind of route, which we're not far off of in this case, but... Oh, sim hung. Fix it. Oh my gosh. So unfortunately, that's a side effect if I leave my sim hung for quite a while when I re-enable it. It just goes crazy like that. Kinda ridiculous. Things should recover here shortly. I hope it doesn't stay in alpha floor. There you go. Forgot you have to reset it. We are picking up speed like crazy. Let's take care of that. We are catching the green dot still, but jeez. But yeah, there was the message there. We can do landing predictions. So I'm gonna get mine in.
Air Canada for 14, contact Winnipeg Center 124.3.
Winnipeg Center 124.3, Air Canada 414. Winnipeg Center, Air Canada 414 with you, flight level 200.
Air Canada 414, Winnipeg Center, radar contact.
I'm gonna keep my speed brakes out just so we catch that green dot a little faster. I don't quite want to hit an expedited climb. .2942, I can't remember what it was. I'll have to look it up here. 2947. We've almost caught the green dot again, thankfully. And we're still set to hit 4,000 below before our constraint there. We'll bring back in the speed brakes. Quite glad we were able to recover that. I'm gonna get our anti-ice going.
Air Canada 414, altimeter 2947, expect the RNAV Zulu runway 08.
Expecting the RNAV Zulu runway 08, Air Canada 414.
Negative, altimeter 2947.
Altimeter 2947, Air Canada 414. So I don't think that'll really change anything. Oops. Bring this back. It's gonna be a bright approach. Well, look at that. 11,000 is cloud ceiling by the looks of it. We'll leave the de-ice on for a moment, or the anti-ice. Don't think we would have picked up anything too much.
Air Canada 414, 21 miles from Midmo, turn right, heading 110, maintain 4,000 feet until established, cleared RNAV Zulu runway 08.
Turn right heading 110, maintain 4,000 till established, cleared, RNAV Zulu 08, Air Canada 414. You're hitting our decel point in 10 miles. I'm going to do it a little ahead. Just because I'm worried we're going a little fast. Okay, we're out of the clouds and will be for the rest of the flight by the looks of it. Let's bring in flaps 1. Yeah, I predicted 150 for our landing. I've been doing good on my practice flights. We'll see if that translates into an actual stream flight. Let's get our landing lights on. We are at 180, so we don't have to worry about our speed constraint. I would, however, like to descend a little quicker, so bring out more speed brakes. And we'll do one touch more of flaps. It's pretty early for me to be doing this, but that wonky sim shenanigans kind of threw our approach off a little bit. We're really hanging on to this speed. But we are slowed right down way out, so I think it'll be fine. I believe our speed limit was max 190, or was it at 190? Max 190. Okay, we're good. Does look like we might have some low-lying fog on the airport, though.
Air Canada 414, contact Regina Tower 118.6.
Tower on 118.6, Air Canada 414. Okay, we're just making our approach. Regina Tower, Air Canada 414, 5,700, RNAV 08 Zulu.
Air Canada 414, Regina Tower, wind 120 at 13, runway 08, cleared to land.
Cleared to land, runway 08, Air Canada 414. Look at that, we just hit our proper descent path here. Flaps 3, speed brakes up, spoilers armed, and flaps 4, gear down. And autopilot off, my controls.
$2,500.
I did not actually put our decision height into the computer. I do have a visual at the runway, and we're just off to the left a little bit. And surprisingly, we're on the low side a tiny bit, so I'll fix that. Do have a tailwind at the moment. Pretty smooth air though, all things considered. It's not feeling too bad at all. Hoping this tailwind turns into a headwind though. So we got 3 reds, 1 white. Just a tad bit low. Got a straight crosswind now, we're crabbing quite a bit. 2 whites, 2 reds. Follow that down. Touch low again.
500. $400. 300.
Can get a little low.
200. 100. A320, retard.
Well, we're floating a little bit. Shoot.
10, 5,
194. It could be better. Ooh, and we got ice going through that fog.
Air Canada 414, exit next available taxiway.
Exit next available, Air Canada 414. We got ice on the runway. Alright, Kilo is right here. We'll exit right here. We sure used up a good portion of the runway too. Floated
Air
a
Canada
little longer.
414, contact ground 121.9er. Have a good morning.
Ground 121.9, Air Canada 414. Let me get rid of this. Ground Air Canada 414 on Kilo, request taxi to assigned gate.
Air Canada 414, gate 9er, taxi via Kilo, Bravo.
Gate 9 via Kilo, Bravo, Air Canada 414. Yeah, that was one of the harder landings that I've done recently, but honestly, if it's under 200, I'm okay with it. What? Bots? No, get out of here. And then we got one final little fact about this airport. And gate 9 to the right. I don't have good scenery for this airport, so it's not quite matching up with what's expected, but we'll just park over here. This is more kind of like gate 8, but they're all kind of jumbled, so that's alright. Parking brake on. Got APU available. Oops, did the thing again. I guess we don't need bleed. We just need APU on. Engine 2 shut down. And engine 1 shut down. And we'll start deboarding. Alright, well that was an okay flight. We had some of that wonkiness with the sim, but at least we were able to do a flight for once. So we got GPU connected. Chocks and cones. And the plane is emptying quickly. But I have errands to run pretty quick, so I'm going to leave it here. Thanks for watching, everyone that did. It's good to actually finally be doing another episode in this series. And I'm hoping the next ones won't be too far away. Let me check. I believe the next episode will be to Winnipeg. I will just double check on that quick though. Makes sense. There's not a ton of choice when it comes to airport out in the prairies. Let's see, what do I got marked on my map? Yep, Regina to Winnipeg. Interestingly enough, if we skipped Regina, from Calgary to Winnipeg is like a straight line, and it passes right through this airport, so nothing too exciting. But if you want to know where we're going and like our progress through the series, do check out my website. It's in the description of the YouTube VOD and all that fun stuff, codeofet.com. And then if you go to the watch page and then click the Flight Sim series thumbnail, it'll have a little description, the full playlist there, and a map where you can take a look at our route that we've decided to take. I don't think it's subject to change, but if it does change, it'll be updated there. So, again, thanks for watching, everyone, and we will see you next time. Have a good day.